Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. This is Miracle, and today we'll be looking at a topic that is very interesting, which is features on Binance. Basic tutorial, guys. Basic tutorial. So guys, to get more tutorials like this and more in the crypto space, please don't forget to subscribe to this channel, smash that notification button, and also don't forget to like this video. Okay, so guys, let's get into it. So yeah, this is binance.com. This is the home page. When you log into Binance on your desktop, this is what you will see. Okay, so we'll just dive straight in. So in features, for you to launch the features homepage, when you click on derivatives, you have USD M features and coin M features. Now these are the two features that is offered by Binance, and there's a slight difference between them, which I am going to explain before getting into one of them. Now in the USD M features, what it means is you would only have to deposit USDT. Okay, now when you deposit USDT to this wallet, because you have your features wallet, which is different from your P2P wallet, which is also different from your spot wallet and all that good stuff. So when you deposit USDT on these features, you can now use this USDT to trade any listed contract, any listed features contract. Okay, what it means is if you've deposited USDT here, you can be able to trade maybe what's it called, BNB USDT pair, BTC USDT pair, or any other pair that is listed on this USD M contract, M features. Okay, so once you have USDT here, you can trade any features contract that is listed here. Now the second one, which is coin M features, what that means is when you come here, when you only have to deposit some coins. For example, if you deposited, let's say dot and a polka dot, right, you can only trade the polka dot pair that is listed here. So if we have polka dot USDT pair, that is the only pair you can trade. Now if you deposited Bitcoin here, you can only be able to trade the Bitcoin USDT pair. Okay, so the difference between this and this is that when you deposit USDT here, you can use the USDT to trade any what's it called, any asset that is here, be it Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, Dogecoin, any listed pair that is here. But then if it's here, you need to deposit a coin or maybe a token, whichever one, but then you're only allowed to trade that token. So if I deposited dot here, I can only trade dot USDT pair, and that is it. If I deposited Bitcoin, I can only trade Bitcoin USDT pair. So I think the best thing is, let me see if I can open this in a separate tab, so I could show you guys what it is. Okay guys, so here we go. So if you come by the left hand side here, you could see BTC USDT Perpetual. So it's actually on coin. So if you click here, which is on USDT, you could see that you have a list of USDT features contract that you can trade. So if I had USDT deposited here, I can be able to trade Tron USDT Perpetual. I think this is Filecoin, File USDT Perpetual. I think this is Flamingo, and Icon, and so many assets that I can be able to trade. A whole lot of them that I can be able to trade here just by depositing one asset, which is USDT. So you can see a lot of asset I can be able to trade. Okay, now if I deposited something different, like a coin, let's say Bitcoin, Okay, if you go to coin, so as you can see, if I click on coin, I can be able to trade these coins or these tokens, but then I have to deposit not USDT, but then the asset I want to trade. So for example, on this account, this features account, I have dot deposited. So if I come here and I go to dot, so if I go to dot USD Perpetual, right, if I click on it, I should have, so now that I've clicked on it, if I come down here, you can see that I have a balance of 5.8 dots. This is because I already have, I transferred dots. I was in a trade earlier which I closed, but I transferred dots to this account. Okay, so for you to make a trade in it is in the features page on Binance, you have to fund the wallet. Okay, you will have to fund the wallet. So if you come here to wallet, you could see the USD M features. This is where you can transfer USDT to, only USDT. Then if you come to coin M, this is where you can transfer the coin that you want to trade, be it dots, be it whatever, Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, right? You can transfer it here. Okay, so that is where you start exactly. So, or also you could, when you enter the the page, you could just come to transfer, click on transfer. So if I wanted to add more dots, I can move dots from my spot wallet to my coin M features. So it will now ask me how many more dot I wanted to add. So I don't have, this is just a tutorial account, so I don't have much dot in it. But okay, let me show you guys. If I wanted to trade Bitcoin on this features page, so if I type BTC and I came here to BTC Perpetual contract, so if I clicked on it, and I scroll down, you could find out that I have 0 BTC, but I'm sure in this account I have some BTC. So if I click on transfer, you see from spot to coin M features, you can see I have some Bitcoin here. It should be around maybe $200 or so worth of Bitcoin. So if I click to 100%, I can transfer all that Bitcoin to, let me just do it. Right, so it's done. So as you can see my balance here has just appeared. Okay, so that is it for transferring assets from your from your wallet, that is from your spot wallet to your features wallet. I think you could also transfer from your margin wallet to here. So that is it. So let's go to something different. So I actually want to make this trade with dot. So I'll show you. I'll go back to here, and I type dot. So I come to, now there is a slight difference between perpetual contract and a quarterly contract, right? So a perpetual contract is still open. It doesn't close. There is no closing date to it, meaning I can open a trade on these dots and it will last for 3 months or for 4 months or for 5 months. It will still be open. It will not be forcefully closed. But for a quarterly, it closes, I think, after every 3 months. Okay, so whether you're in profit or in loss, the system is automatically going to settle this trade, on its own, because it's a quarterly contract. So just bear in mind. So you better stick with dot USDT USDT contract. I've not actually figured out the difference between this USD and USDT perpetual. So I think I'm just going to, I think it should be probably USDT. You have to deposit USDT to trade this one. I don't really know. So when we come here and we scroll down, you could see that my dot has appeared. I have some dots here. So another thing I want to show you guys, this is a pretty basic tutorial just for you guys to have like an understanding of what this thing is all about. So at the top here you could see cross, and 20x. So this is what is called leverage. The 20x is what is called leverage. So it starts from 1x to 20x, right? That is leverage. Okay, so what does leverage mean? I have let's say I have about 5.8 dots, which is okay. If I wanted to go to 8x and I wanted to trade with the whole of my 5.8 dots, is going to multiply it by 8. So leverage more like increases or helps you borrow more money for you to trade. Okay, so you should be very careful with leverage. Okay, the more you borrow, the more your liquidation price becomes closer. Okay, so typically for a newbie, you should just maybe stay in 1x or 2x. Okay, while you just maybe risk a few dollars to try to understand these whole concepts. All right, so yeah, let's see cross. Now we'll have cross and isolated. Now if you read these things here, it probably would help you understand the difference between cross and isolated, but then I'm going to try to explain it to you. Now what cross means is, remember I have about 5.8 dots. If I decide to enter a trade with cross, right, which I'm going to show you all that in a minute, if I decided to leave this cross ticked, what it means is, if I have 5.8 dots and I decide to enter a trade with 1 dot, right, the system is going to take it that I am entering a trade with 1 dot. Okay, but if the market goes against me, my entire portfolio of 5.8 dots will be used to keep me away from being liquidated. Okay, meaning even if the trade is going against me, if I said dot is going to pump and I buy dot, I long dot. Okay, now if dot is dumping, the system will keep on adding to that my 1 dot, adding more dots to my 1 dot from the 5.8 dots, thereby trying to keep me afloat. But then if the market still goes down further and liquidates, my entire account will be liquidated. My 5.8 dots will be liquidated, even if it was only 1 dot that I staked in that trade. Now when it comes to isolated, the example here is I have 5.8 dots and I stake I use 1 dot to start to trade. What it means is even if in that trade the trade goes against me, so I'm saying dot is going to pump and dot doesn't pump and it starts dumping till it gets to my liquidation price, what happens is I only lose that 1 dot. I don't lose the entire account because I only isolated 1 dot for that trade. Okay, so we should just be understand what it is. This is a basic tutorial, so I'm just trying to make you guys understand these things, the basic of these things. So here we have the chart, the chart of dot USD. So you can see the normal candlesticks. Red is for sell, green is buy, which is red is dumping, green is pumping. So these are the time frames. This is the 15 minutes, 1 hour, 4 hours. If you click on it, the chart is going to change accordingly. So I'm not going to go into explaining the candlesticks and all that stuff, no. So here we have the order books. Now the order books, the green is for buys, the red is sell. So these are the people that are buying and selling DOT in the market currently. So here, this is where you place your buy or sell order. Okay, so I'm going to try to enter a trade here for you guys to see how this whole thing works. Okay, so we have limit, market, and stop limit. So what limit is that this is the futures price of DOT right now. Okay, this is the futures price of DOT. Now here is the market price of DOT. So if I say DOT is going to dump, okay, maybe DOT is going to fall a little bit, what I have to do here is sell. So now this limit, this is where I can put limit, makes it possible for me to select the price or determine the price I want to enter the market with. So price currently is at 38.697. So I can say I want to short this price that Bitcoin DOT is going to dump. So let me see, I can decide. Let me just short from here. So count here decides, since let me change this to isolated. So this is 20 years is too much. Let me bring it down to let me see, to 2x. Now let me list 3x. Let me click confirm. So now I have isolated 3x, and I am about to short DOT. Oh yeah, I've been trying to figure out why this price looks funny to me, because this is quarterly. I would not want to mess with quarterly, so I would have to do DOT perpetual. So quarterly is not my thing. I like to do perpetual. So perpetual, so see the price 35.8, that is the price. So I have to change this to isolated, confirm. I have to bring this to around 3x, confirm. So here, this is the price, 58.848. So let's say I want to long this price, okay, because it looks like maybe DOT is going to pump. So buy is long, meaning you're expecting the price to pump, while sell is short, you're expecting the price to dump. So I like the price of DOT here. So I would say I would buy DOT. Let's see, how many DOT do I want to risk in this? So when you move this thing here, you could see the amount is going to cost you. Okay, this is your cost here, right here. So let me move it to like 1 DOT. Now let me show you guys something. If I change this 3x to, let's say, 12x, you could see that there's a lot of change. It no longer costs me 1 dot, it costs me 0.2 dots. You get, it reduced the amount of dots, meaning giving me more chance for me to use. If I now clicked 1 dot, it gives me more, size of 19% count. Okay, so that's 46 count, but I don't want 12x. I only want like 3x. So I have to bring this back to 1 dot. Okay, so this looks okay by me, but then dot has dropped more to 35.7. So let me see if I can change this to point. Let me just buy this guy. I think it's dumping rapid. So if I click buy, this is what I want to buy. So this is very, I have to choose my for 1 dot. Okay, that's okay. So if I click buy, order submitted. So if I scroll down, open orders, okay, now it just open. So I have .USD perpetual, leverage is 3x, size 11 count, entry price 35.749, market price is 35.7 or 35.6. my liquidation price, meaning if it gets to this price of 27.35, I am going to lose my 1.025 dots. Okay, so you can see it's isolated, so this is what I'm going to lose. If I was using cross and this price was reached, I am going to lose my entire 5.8 dots. So now I'm in loss of 0.0004 dots, which is like minus less than 1%. Okay, so this is how the features works. Okay, features is basically you are just price anticipation. Instead of you buying the coin, okay, just the way we do spot trading. If you want to enjoy the pump in BTC, you have to buy BTC. You get, in features you don't really need to. Okay, so if we're in a USDT futures contract, I don't need to buy the asset I'm shorting or longing. Okay, but yeah, in the coin contract you need to buy that asset. For example, for me to enjoy dot making gains or losses, I have to use dot to long dot or use dot to short dot, which is understandable. But if I was using USDT, I could long anything, right? In as much as the pair is there. Some exchanges, their methods are a little bit different, because I remember in BitMEX, then you could use Bitcoin and then you could trade Ethereum, right? You could trade the Ethereum Bitcoin pair, and then I think your payouts can also will be accumulated in Bitcoin, so you don't need to hold Ethereum to trade that pair. So currently you could see our loss here, but I'm going to hold on to this for a while, because I know this $35 for dot is actually a little bit cheap. So that's it, guys. It's not really that the basics are very simple, but for you to determine where you want to enter and when you want to exit, it's a little bit more technical, or you would need knowledge of technical analysis, or knowledge of what's happening in the market, fundamental analysis to know that okay, there are great news in the market for this particular crypto, and then it's going to pump, and then you could get into a position and all that good stuff. But I'll advise you guys to be careful when it comes to leverage. Okay, now because it is 3x, that is why my liquidation is in this price. Assuming this was like 20x, my liquidation will be way more closer. My liquidation could be probably maybe $30 or $35 or 30 something dollars, but then the speed at which my profit and loss would be occurring would be way faster. Okay, that is what happens with leverage. Okay, now we also understand how isolated and cross works. Now these are close all positions. Now if I click on market, the system is going to sell this, is going to close this my position at whatever market price dot is. So I know I'm losing this amount of dots, but the system is just going to close it at whatever market price. So I might end up losing slightly more or slightly less at market price. But if I click on limit, I can decide, I can set let me close this before. Let's go back to positions. I can set the limit at which I want to close out this trade. Okay, I can set the price at which I want my position to be closed at. So by setting that price, that price must be hit before my position is closed out. So it can be a price that is higher, it can be a price that is lower than the market price. Okay, so this is the market price. So if I put $34 dollars, once it hits $34, it's going to close out the position, whether I'm in profit or I'm in loss. But then $34 would mean I'm in loss. I just want to stop loss and get out of the market. If I put a price that is higher than the market price, or my entry price way higher than my entry price, then I'll be exiting the market in profit. So that is it, guys. I'm just going to leave this thing open. Okay, so that is how the market works. That is how features works. So this is a basic tutorial, and I wouldn't want it to stay to have to be too long. Okay, so it's basic, so you guys could ask your questions and leave your comments, and I would be glad to make shorter videos explaining other things that I can't explain here, because I don't want the video to be too long. Okay guys, so thank you for sticking with me in this quick tutorial. Is a quick tutorial despite it's like 30 minutes, but it's a quick tutorial. So guys, thank you, and please don't forget to subscribe, like the video, share your thoughts with us, join the Telegram group, join the crypto revolution and all that good stuff, and I'll see you guys in the group. Thanks, bye bye.